Good afternoon to you all, dear students. So today we are going to start with a new topic under block 24, that is solstice and equinox. All right. So the aim for our class for today is students will be able to explain what is solstice and what is equinox. Resources needed is chart paper with important latitudes drawn on it, worksheet S3, your notebook, and your exit content book. And the keywords that we will use today is solstice and equinox. Okay, so first of all, let us learn what is solstice and what is equinox. Solstice means, in simple meaning of the term, solstice means one of the 2 points in the ecliptic at which the sun is farthest from the celestial equator. They are known as solstice. Okay, and what is equinox? The intersection of the apparent path of the sun in the sky with the celestial equator. They are known as equinox. Alright, question here is, are the lengths of day and night equal throughout the year? So are the days and night equal throughout the year, or are they different? Have you experienced the length of a day and night equal throughout the year? Okay, answer is no. Okay, the answer is actually no. The length of days and night, they are not equal throughout the year. Okay, that is, we experience longer days during summer and longer nights during winter. So during summer, what happened here is we experience longer days. All right, and then in the winter we experience longer nights. Okay, so today we will learn two concepts called solstice and equinox. Okay, now I want all of you to open the exit content book to figure 5. All right, and then you look at the diagram of the earth. Mark June 21st. Mark as June 21st. Okay, so first of all, you have to open your exit content book and you have to observe figure 5, and then you have to look at the diagram of the earth that is marked June 21st. Okay, so let us see. So this is solstice and equinox. Okay, from your textbook it will be more clear. Okay, so after observing this figure, what you do is that, as given instruction, right, you have to look at the diagram of the earth. All right, you have to look at the diagram of the earth. Okay, so all these are diagram of the earth and this is sun. All right, and then you have to look at the diagram of the earth and mark June 21st. After observing, you have to mark June 21st. Okay, now on 21st June, which hemisphere received the direct rays of the sun? On 21st June, which hemisphere received direct rays of the sun? So this is actually 21st June. Okay, so on 21st June, which hemisphere received the direct rays of the sun? Which latitude in this hemisphere received the direct rays of the sun? Okay, so as you can see that on 21st June, okay, the tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere, they receive the direct rays of the sun. Remember, on 21st of June, the tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere receive the direct rays of the sun. Okay, so you have to draw a simple sun at 23.5 degree. Okay, that is line in the diagram. All right, so what you have to grow is you have to grow a simple sun at 23.5 and in the diagram. So you have to draw the diagram, okay, shown on the chart. You have to look at the diagram of the earth on different dates: September 23rd, 22, March 21st, and then discuss which hemisphere and which latitude receive the direct rays of the sun on these days, and then you have to draw sun at the correct latitude in your notebook, okay, similar to this figure as shown here. All right, similar to this figure you have to indicate, okay. Okay, so let's get into activity discussion, okay. So which latitude received the direct rays of the sun on 23rd September, 22nd December, and 21st March? Okay, so listen carefully, okay. The equator received the direct rays of the sun on 23rd September and 21st March, okay, and the tropic of Capricorn received the direct rays of the sun on 22nd December. So a solstice is a day. Remember, okay? Listen carefully. A solstice is a day when the midday sun is vertically overhead on one of the tropics. And 21st June is the summer solstice. And 22nd December is the winter solstice. Alright, remember the date, okay? 21st June is known as the summer solstice, and 22nd December is the winter solstice. It is in the northern hemisphere, okay? And the other way round for the southern hemisphere. So an equinox is a day when the midday sun shines vertically overhead at the equator. So 23rd September is the autumn equinox, and 21st March is the spring equinox. Alright, so you have to remember those things, okay? So the equator, they receive the direct rays of the sun on 23rd September and 21st March, okay? And the tropic of Capricorn receive the direct rays of the sun on 22nd December. And as solstice is a day when the midday sun is vertically overhead on one of the tropics. And 21st June is the summer solstice, and 22nd December is the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere. And the other way around for the southern hemisphere. So an equinox is a day when the midday sun shines vertically overhead at the equator. And 23rd September is the autumn equinox, and 21st March is the spring equinox, okay? So that you have to remember carefully. So this is how you will remember, okay? This is how you can remember as well. 21st June, summer solstice. 23rd September, autumn equinox. 22nd December, winter solstice. 21st March, spring equinox. Okay, so this diagram please don't forget, okay? Now, which hemisphere do you think has a longer day on 21st June, 23rd September, 22nd December, and 21st March, and why? Which hemisphere do you think has a longer day on 21st June, 23rd September, 22nd December, and 21st March, and why? Okay, so it is on the summer solstice of 21st June, okay? The northern hemisphere has the longest day and the shortest night. Similarly, on the winter solstice of 22nd December, the southern hemisphere has the longest day and shortest night. So on both the equinox, day and night are of equal duration. So remember the always the direction, okay? north and south. Alright, so on the summer solstice of 21st June, the northern hemisphere has the longest day and the shortest night. And on the winter solstice of 22nd December, the southern hemisphere has the longest day and shortest night. So on both the equinox, day and night are of equal duration. Okay. Last question. How are the names of solstice and equinox decided? So what according to you the name of solstice and equinox was decided? Okay, so the name of the solstice or equinox depend on the season. Okay, that is in the northern or southern hemisphere. For example, on 22nd December, it is winter in the northern hemisphere. So the solstice is called the winter solstice. Whereas it will be summer in the southern hemisphere and therefore called the summer solstice there. Okay, how do we get the name is because the name of the solstice or equinox, it depend on the season. Okay, so if once a part that is not they are receiving winter, means the southern part they will be receiving summer. So similarly, if the southern hemisphere they are receiving winter, means the northern they will receiving summer. Okay, so they are always the opposite. Am I clear? Things to do: you have to complete your worksheet S3 along with practice question number 7, 8 and 9. So that's it for our class for today. Take care and then have a good day.